Good morning, this is Mary with Mojo Designs, and today we're going to be creating these pinwheels to use as a focal image on our card. What you will need are some squares and this little circle punch, and that circle punch is from Stampin' Up! So you need a card base that is 3/4 inch square. You'll need a 1-inch square and a 1 1/4 inch square. And this is what it will look like when we're done. Now you can use different sizes. Like this is a 2-inch square and a 1 1/2 inch square. To create this, what you'll need to do is take the 1-inch square and the 1 1/4 inch square and cut them into quarters. So you want 4 pieces. Now normally I would use my paper cutter, especially if the squares were larger, so that I could have perfect triangles. But since these are so small, we don't need to use the paper trimmer. I'm just cutting it in half and then cutting them in half again to make 4 pieces. Once you have all of your pieces, next you want to use your 3/4 inch square. And I'm just applying using my ATG tape. You can use any adhesive that you like. You're going to take your largest with your pattern paper. And I like to do opposite sides, and then if you see this one center line, so each triangle's on the opposite side. When you're doing this, the next two, what you want to make sure is all your points are going the same direction. You do not want, 2 points together this way and 2 flat sides. It looks more like a funky butterfly that way. And this looks more like a pinwheel, in my opinion. Now we'll add some more ATG tape just on the top. And then we'll put these next pieces down. And I haven't figured out which way I like better. Same technique, doing the opposites. Take a glue dot and put it in the center, and there you have a pinwheel. And next we'll put together our card. This is Paper Tray Ink Craft cardstock, some of my favorite. But we're going to put together the front of the card. So I'm going to use a glue dot. I had to find them to put down, and I'm not pressing them down yet because I want to see where I want to put them. And if there's a little hanging off the edge, that's okay. Okay. That would be good. I found some strips of paper that I used, and we're going to put them underneath. This piece of from the book, what I did was I used my Ink Essentials and just distressed it a little bit so it had little bit more of a pop. I don't like. So that is. Move that over. Down just a little bit. Since I'm just fiddling, I'm going to put, there we go, the strip of paper on the little glue dot. So I have just a little bit more to work with. We'll put another glue dot on the back. Okay, now we'll put those down. From this point, I would normally take my Tombow Mono Adhesive Glue, but I don't know where it is. So I'm going to use my Zig two-way glue pen and just run some glue on the paper underneath. All right. I'm just going to flip this over, take my craft knife really quick. There we go. I'll get rid of that. From this point, I'm taking a strip of Papertrey Inks craft cardstock. It's cut at a 1/2 inch. And I have some sentiments from Papertrey Ink Vintage Picnic. It says hello from the heart. I'm going to stamp that in the middle. And I'm going to take my ruler and do a score mark on either side of the sentiment itself. And I'm going to be making a little banner, pop-up banner. And then I'm taking my thumb and just doing about 1/4 inch for it to pop up. I'll do that on this side. This one looks like to be a little more really technical, huh? And just take my bone folder and really make the creases. Then I take your scissors and snip the ends. From this point, after you snipped your ends, I would apply some adhesive on each end, and I have 3 dimensionals. Now let's apply that to the card. And here's the finished Fabulous Friday card. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you have a wonderful, safe holiday weekend.